Okay. Hey, you guys doing? What's up? What up, Jace? What up, Jamie? Hey, you see this green screen behind me before I started getting the broadcast? I didn't realize that the broadcast. So if you're watching it on what's the name, I look like the Oz. I'm just a floating head, just sitting up there, you know, just floating head with a wave cap and glasses on. So it's look tight. So anyway, welcome to Ferguson USA, HotTalkRadio.com, the Petty Roast Show. I'm your host, Latherial Phillips. It's Friday, June 27th. 6. I work night, so my days might be up and forward, a little bit backwards. How you guys doing? But I know it's Friday because I'm off, and the Petty Roast is here. What's going on? What's up? Whatever, everybody just tuning in. A lot of stuff going on, man. First shout out, no, not shout out, but rest in peace. We lost the St. Louis legend yesterday, Huey, Sorry, my condolences to him, his family, his friends, everybody, St. Louis is getting kind of crazy, especially that stuff that was downtown the other day with the cars and the bumper ripping and the body slams and the clothesline. It looked like SummerSlam early, but hey, get it together, everybody. Everybody get together, calm down, What up? Calm down. Just be chill. But rest in peace, Huey. Sorry for condolences. Hey. But moving on a little bit. Hey, what I want to talk about is that NASCAR news. That's what I'm gonna call it, NASCAR news. Now, first, everybody was like, okay, now look. I was waiting. I was holding back for a minute, because I was trying to figure out, all this stuff. Everybody was like, that news been there since 2019. Okay, it's, 365 days in a year plus, the incident last week or 2 weeks ago. You can say, the 6 months, added on in June. It's a lot of days. I feel like doing the math right now. I got paper. I don't feel like doing it. You want to do it, you can do it. But it's a lot of days, a year and a half, and within a year and a half, from what I was told, that NASCAR pit drivers don't keep the same, being a garage or whatever. They move around, they skip around, you get this garage, get the garage. It depends on the position or the how you move or, who you know. So it's a lot of stuff involved and it's not too much, but hey, let's just say hypothetically if it was there since 2019. A lot of people went in. A lot of people didn't say nothing about it. So ironically, a person of color comes in, and he's like, oh, that's a noose. They're like, oh, that's not a noose. Hold on. That's one of those pulley things where you pull the garage door open with. And we're like, okay, well, let's see the picture of it then. They're like, well, that's the garage door puller. Like, man, that's a noose. It's like, well, we wasn't using like a noose. But he found it hanging. Well, what else would you do with a noose but tie something or hang? That's what a noose is designed for. It's nothing else. Hey, Jason, get that guy for me. It's nothing else. But what up, though, my guy? And nothing else but to hang something. So when you actually put yourself in a position like that, it's like, how can you explain that? Now you making him looking like he's crazy. So we basing this off the Jesse Smollett stuff now. We're going back like what Jesse Smollett said, 2 white guys with magnet hats, jumped him in the alley in Chicago at 2 something in the morning in dead of winter. Right then and there, I was like, oh, hold on, I was like, myself, what are 2 white guys doing in that side of Chicago at 2 in the morning? And you coming from Subway. What Subway open at 2 in the morning that don't get robbed? You know what I'm saying? You just, it was more to the story. Then it came out, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's lying. I'm not saying nothing. Because now is more evidence saying that it might be. I don't know. But I'm just saying it's like at first, I mean, it was a red flag for me. It was like, okay, well, it was two white guys doing that. You know what I'm saying? Then these brothers came up in the picture, and it's like, wait a minute. Now I know you couldn't mistake these two guys, my color, for being two white guys with Magna hats. So it's like, come on. Then you're like, well, he paid us to beat us up. He gave us these checks. And it's like, wait a minute, he did what? What type of sexual mutilation stuff is he into? I'm gonna catch me and look, I'm gonna go by a Subway and I'm gonna go into the alley and you jump out one of these Trump supporter clothes and you beat me with a bottle of bleach and you assault me and you run off and leave my sandwich. Leave that sandwich there, you know, because, I mean, like I said, it's hard to find a Subway at 2 in the morning open in Chicago, so leave my sandwich, you know. Got a spicy meatball, too. Leave my sandwich. But we based that off of that, so right when that happened, we jumped straight to Jussie Smollett, because we never would think, you know, black person would actually make some stuff up like this, you know what I'm saying? It's like, who goes around in Chicago is like, hey man, they burning crosses on Halstead Street. You know, like, what? No, they're not. They're like, yes, they are. And you go down there and, you know, and it's like, why would you say that? Oh man, I'm just saying they must have just put it out and took it away. I mean, it's you can't make stuff up like that, and it's kind of bad too. But in this situation, it was more too, because it's like, I just can't see somebody actually going through that again after this person is still catching public backlash. I mean, you became memes, you became jokes. I mean, you got fired from your own show. I mean, you got charges pressed against you just for lying. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you know, false police report, and it's like the stuff you said. You know, I could see if you did like a regular, you know, lady who had done, you know, been like, hey, he hit me or whatever, and it's like, he ain't hit you like that, you know. I'm gonna give you a ticket for making a false report type stuff. You know, that's kind of, you know, looked away or whatever, because it's common, but you just got to giving it the split story. So that's why a lot of people is looking at this man in a content where, you know, oh dang, you know, right? They don't, you know what I'm saying? You know, they NASCAR. I mean, I can never seen. I mean, Bubba Wallace was the first black person to ever. I mean, it was kind of shocking. You know, it's like, he's a what? NASCAR driver. So I'm like, okay. I mean, it wasn't no, I'm going to follow him. I got to check this out. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, not saying, you know, NASCAR is racist as it can be. I mean, we know it is. I mean, it was now. I mean, was then. You know, but I just want to see what's going to happen with that outcome. You know, it's like, okay, black guy working, you know, driving for NASCAR. I don't have to Google research, watch the news, nothing like that. I just wait for it. And bada boom, bada bing, there it is, you know. This guy sitting up here, you know, just chilling, doing all this stuff is going on, getting ready for, you know, Talladega Nights. I mean, ain't like he was racing with Bobby Ricky or nothing, which he should have been, because if you're going to put clown aspects into it, you know, you might as well throw Will Ferrell into it. But, you know, he go into the garage, get in my car, fixing my car. I so happened to slide up underneath, come out, and I'm like, oh. Laying down on I'm like, oh, I see a noose. I'm like, okay, I mean, take a picture of this or that, or how the case may be. I'm pretty sure we got pictures of it. If the picture they put out there is the picture from the FBI, I mean, you only need one picture to see what it is. It's like one picture. It's like, it's common sense. I mean, if you're gonna show me a picture of a giraffe, I'm gonna be like, all right, let me see if that's a giraffe, because I don't know how you describing it. I don't know. It sounds like a tall lemur with a long neck or whatever. Let me see what you're talking about. Oh yeah, that's a giraffe. Okay, I didn't know. I mean, how you was explaining it, and from what I saw, it was two different things. You know, I didn't know. I'm thinking you was talking about a giraffe, but not a giraffe, but a giraffe. You know, it is, man. It is. It's gonna be self-evident. And the thing is, me and this dude right now, Jason, true story. walking. It was 1993. Yeah, about 92, 93. I want to say about 92. We stayed on Lookaway. So I don't know how they know these little shortcuts or whatever, but we had a partner named Joe. Joe knew a lot of shortcuts or whatever, and me and Jason, we stayed next door to each other. We learning from everybody else. We stayed in the same neighborhood. We didn't know it was a bike track. I knew about the rope swing, all this little other stuff, right? So this one particular day, Joe was like, hey man, I got a shortcut right behind my house that take us straight to Quick Trip, so we ain't got to walk all the way around and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about. He got us walking past these creeks and little woods and stuff like that, and all this extra stuff. And me, Jason, and Joe walking the back way right behind like Lilac and 270. And we started, we was walking, chilling. It was like stand by me type stuff, you know what I'm saying? And we just walking, see a creek. Oh, man, we got to come here and go fish. I didn't know about this creek. So Joe's like, hey, man, just keep walking. So we walking and everything. And we walk past these houses that we never seen before that's in the cut. In the back, I'm like, I know some houses back then. These dogs just start barking. Whoa, 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 whoa. They just going real at it and stuff. So we like walking. Joe like, keep walking. Me and Jason like, oh, man, you going to get us bit by dogs and stuff. So we went to a Quick Trip. Now, we now know it was like 92 or something like that. Because we went to Quick Trip. This one they had the 99-cent nachos, the 39-cent fountain sodas, 49 cents, 59, stuff like that. So for $1, so for $2, you're chilling. You know what I'm saying? Plus you had money left though. You had a quarter because they had Street Fighter up there, and we was on Street Fighter, and that was our whole premises of going to Quick Trip. To that day was to eat nachos, drink fountain sodas, and play Street Fighter. And just hang out. Now we done that. On our way home, it's getting dark. Joe was like, hey, man, y'all got to move a little bit faster and stuff. So we were walking. I know you remember this, man. We're walking, and get to the same little area, right? And the dogs are kind of like, we didn't hear them no more. We were like, oh, man, okay, we don't hear the dogs, so that's cool. But sometimes, some signs you got to take interpretation. It's like, ain't no birds in the woods, or, you don't hear nothing chirping and anything like that. Those are little signs of some stuff, So we're walking, and we so happen to see a fire. And I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, I'm thinking it's Hazelwood, doing some type of, I don't know, bonfire type stuff, because we don't see this in Riverview, but it was actually in Riverview. We were trying to figure out. So as we it's funny, wow. It's funny. Joe was like, hey man, keep walking, man, just keep walking. And I'm like, what they burning over there and stuff? And Jason looking like, man, what is they burning? I look, and I so happened to see what I thought it was burning. It was a bright, fiery cross. It was a burning cross. And I looked and see what was in the field, burning cross. What I'm thinking is like, look, like something like signs sticking out. It was actually Klansmen wearing hoods, and I'm not making this up. Every story I ever spit, I'm saying it live on air, is actual facts. We saw actual Klansmen, and I'm like, hey, is that what I think that is? I've seen this since I was a child. Coming from out of town, going back and forth down 55 South and North and stuff. 55 South. Going to Mississippi, 55 North, coming back home, going to St. Louis. That was the only time I seen this stuff. And this is in the 70s as a child. This is like 20 years later, like in 93, I'm like 17, maybe almost going on 18. I'm seeing this stuff. I'm like, is that what I think that is? It's like, man. And we ran. I ran. Up the group at that time, whatever, I was like one of the fastest. And I was the chunkiest. So I'm running like Rerun was running behind that car and behind that truck on what's happening. I never made it back to my area so fast in life. I mean, if I've never ran so hard or whatever, yes, we did. We got excuse my friend, we got up out of there. You know, we pieced out. And that was wild. And it goes back to a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? That was like, wow, I would. It was like it dumbfounds you and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It makes you like, man, you never think. And it's funny that the area, think about it, the area that they stayed in was some of the area that is people that went to school, that walked to school. So we don't know who was who. So you could be walking up the street. Hey, Latherial, how you doing? I'm like, what's up, man? What you do yesterday? Oh, nothing, man. You know, I was like, okay, yeah. We were just sitting around the fire, just, you know, talking and stuff. Like, if I didn't see what I saw, I'd be like, oh, that sounds cool. But ironically, you just say that, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know, what you guys talking about? You know, nothing, just regular stuff, you know. And you don't want to get deep in detail like that, you know what I'm saying? Unless you actually saw the person or whatever. But, you know, a lot of people that in that area at the time were real, let's just say, if you wasn't vocal with it or in tune with it, you was systematically intrigued by it, but you didn't want to lose your status or quo, you know, or privilege. You too much didn't say nothing about it until you got older and you went to college. You know, college is like one of those types you can experiment with everything. It's like, I met my first black friend in college, and it's like, you know, that's good. You know, that's like, that sucks that you missed a lot of years of, you know, whatever. But hey, you know, I can't just be. If you think about my area, it's like it'd be weird to me if I was isolated for 18 years without, you know, no contact with anybody of any other culture or whatever, and I just knew black people, and I go somewhere, it's like, you know, like a native, you know what I'm saying, native Africa, you know, and some tribes, you know, just exclusive black, you know, and they leave their tribe and they go somewhere and they see this person and that person, and they're like, wow, they're amazed, and they kind of like, that's why they're so happy. I mean, because it's like, you know, it's not I'm not saying it's a gene or anything, you know, because, you know, racism is taught, you know, I mean, it's taught, it's learned, it's educated, it's fundamental, you know, to the point, it's structured. I mean, it's a everyday life. I can go, I mean, I don't want to just keep talking about racism, but it's something that we do have to address because it's prominent right now. It's like, it's hard for me to actually crack jokes and be funny when there's a lot of stuff going on out there. And it's like, you know, I can't be, well, you know, I can't just watch the news and see this person getting killed or seeing this, anybody, you know what I'm saying, despite the situation, you know, but especially my people on some wild stuff. I just can't sit there and just be watching news and seeing that and turn around and start cracking jokes, you know. It's kind of hard, you know. Right now, it's like cracking jokes will be like uplifting and you know, it'll be amongst, you know, friends and family and stuff, you know, because there's a lot of stuff going on, and we need to, you know, like, you know, it's like, it is what it is, you know. I can't say, I mean, you can pull up a person's, and that's what I'm going to say. You can pull up a person's, going to the next statement topic, you can pull up a person's record and say, for instance, that person get killed by the cops. You can be like, well, you know, hold on a second. You know, he was, you know, when he was 15 years old, you know, he was arrested for riding a stolen car. But, you know, he went to college and everything else like that. So at 39 years old, you know, police kill him, you know, over a traffic stop. And it's like, and that's where it goes into, and I noticed this a lot. Learn your law, because it's like, not learn your law, learn your patience, and ask simple, direct questions and give simple, direct statements, you know. Because I've noticed that, say for instance, I can just be standing there. And this is real messed up. Because it happened to me not too long ago, this year. You can be standing there. Say for instance, you're standing there with your kids. And you're in a store, you're just minding your business, whatever. And cops are cops. They fear they can do whatever they want to do and how they want to do it. So let's just say, incidentally, this cop walked up to me and was like, "Hey, you got some nice looking kids there." I'm like, "Okay, thank you." And my oldest, well, my 4-year-old got behind me, whatever, you know, because he's aware. He got behind me, and the baby, you know, I covered the baby up or whatever. So I was like, "Okay, thank you," and I walked away. And she was trying to hold a conversation, and it's like, "Man, you know, I can't hold a conversation with you or whatever because I'm about to go into the line." So instead of just, not a black thing at the time, not a white thing at the time, but a parent thing. Let's just say a parent thing. You know, "Ma'am, I got these kids. Thank you, you know, but I got to check out. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I just want to say this and that like that, you know, because I see a lot of fathers." I'm like, "Okay." And I'm like, I'm ready to go, you know what I'm saying? She's like, "Bob just wanted to talk to you." And, you know, and that's kind of like, you was engaging me. So, normally, let's just say, if a cop, now I'm going to take me out of the situation. Now, this is the thing. Get a normal black guy, walking down the street. Let's just say, because this has happened. We can go back to any day. But I'm going to give you a description of the guy. Just put in the head to normal black guy. Let's say headphones, afro, T-shirt, shorts, whatever, tennis shoes, just basketball, radio, and this, listen to the headphones, just chilling, walking down, dribbling the basketball, just mind his own business. Now, what did he do? What did he do wrong? What's wrong with that situation? Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing other than me describing a regular black person in my head. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can put dreadlocks or a beard. You can do what you want to do with your black person, but this is my head. So, I didn't say nothing bad about it. I say he had no gun, he had no weapon, he had no knife, no nothing of that sort. He didn't have drugs on. I didn't say nothing. I just say he had a basketball on the radio and he's walking down the street dribbling the ball. Now you see a cop roll up. He looks suspicious. And that's the first thing they tell you. You look suspicious. We got a call. About somebody that looks like you. They look suspicious. They was walking in the neighborhood. And it's like, yeah, I mean, somebody's walking through the neighborhood. I mean, how else can I get to the neighborhood? Levitate? I'm not low pan from Big Trouble in Little China. I just can't float 3 feet off the ground and float down the thing. And if I could, I would. But why are you pulling me off? Oh, because you look suspicious. What make me look suspicious? I mean, let's take the black skin out. Now, what will make me look suspicious? Is it my headphones, my basketballs, my t-shirt, my short pants, my shoes, my socks? I mean, I don't have no jewelry on. I might have a stud earring, you know what I'm saying, or how the case may be, or whatever. I might got tattoos, but what would make me look suspicious? I don't know, but give me your card. Let me run you. So you run me. You find out I have nothing. Now you got two options. You can be like, "Okay, I'm sorry, my mistake, going by your way." Or you can escalate the level like you do because you didn't find nothing. You can be, I'm going to do this and do that out here and say this and say that. And this guy's like, "Well, I mean, I haven't done anything, so why are you pulling me over?" "Well, we have a lot of this and that, and I'm going to antagonize the situation." Well, if I'm the cop, I'm going to antagonize the situation so I can get you riled up. And you're going to be riled up anyway. And it's like, why are you pulling me over for? So most people going to be riled up. Some people cooler heads. So it's going to be like, "Okay, man, whatever." It's some BS. But some people, get tired of the BS. And it's like, look, I know my rights. I know this and that. So sometimes when you stand up against, you can't say authority. They call them the authority, but you pay for that authority. But that's why you can say certain stuff. And that's why you need to know your law. Because if you don't know your law, the authority is going to authoritize you. They're going to put you in a situation where you're going to be like, you don't know. You know it's wrong. But you can't tell them that, you can't tell them in their language that you know it's wrong, because what you don't know, they're not going to tell you. I mean, what cop gonna, they supposed, and that's the thing. They tell you that Miranda, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If an attorney can't find an attorney, one shall be presented for you or whatever, and all that. And if you get arrested and they never read your Miranda rights and it's on recording, because they can say you're under arrest. That's the thing. Now, that's where we're coming into the point of why they this can't walk up point. Because now I'm antagonizing a situation where I'm just putting an example, if I'm a cop, I'm just going to come up to you, and if I'm got that in my head, I'm going to antagonize you to the point where I'm going to get you riled up where I can say you're under arrest, because now you're under arrest. You're under arrest, and it's like if a person when a cop grabs you, say you're under arrest, and it's kind of like it can't just grab you and say you're under arrest. Then what was you under arrest for to begin with? Then when you jerk away and you yank away, hit the flip. I'm gonna grab you and tell you under arrest for what? For what? Let me go, man. All right. You're under arrest for resisting. Now, you done this and done that. You assaulted a cop. We got 2 charges. I need help, this and that. We're on it. Now everybody's flying in. They see you, a black person, stand there resisting and shoving at this cop or whatever. And that's all they need to see. You don't see what cops get. What cops come up there and be like, hey, wait, y'all calm down, stop it, calm down, relax, just relax. All right, what happened here? Well, like I'm gonna get it. Okay, I'll tell you what, officer. I was driving along, and I stopped at the stoplight. Next, he jumped out this parking lot and got behind me and asked me for my identification, my registration, my insurance, and I gave him all that. And he said everything was fine. And he told me to step out the car. He said because I looked suspicious because he had a car by a suspect with my description or whatever, And it's like, well, where you just coming from? I was coming from church, Your Honor. I mean, sir, I was coming from, officer. I was coming from church, and it's like church. So the car you got, and that's where it's like, say for instance, you sit up there with a suit on, a whole suit, with Stacey Adams shoes. I mean, who can run in Stacey Adams shoes and do all that stuff and whatever, other than some guys from back in the 70s. But that's another story and another joke. But wait a minute. So you saying you got a car by the guy? Where was this guy at? I was over there. Then you got church members driving up. He didn't do nothing. And cops agitate the point where they know they messed up. So instead of admitting that they're wrong, they stand on their stuff. They stand on their stuff. Me and my wife one year, I picked up from work, driving down the street, cop came out of nowhere, just lights just blurring. So I pulled over thinking he's trying to get by. He pulled right behind me. Another cop car came up behind. So it's like, you just had a hit and run. Give me a license, your insurance. I said, I just had a what? He said a hit and run. And how he was talking, I almost believed it. I almost believed it myself. I was like, did I hear so much? Like, no. And I'm looking like, maybe I did. I mean, why would he just roll up on me and lie like that? I said, well, what happened? He's like, well, they say you hit the car and ran off or whatever. And I was like, so I should have front end damage then, right? He's like, yeah, they said it was some front end damage to the car. I'm like, okay. I was like, can I get out and look with you? He's like, yeah. And he opened up the door and I got out. And I walked to the side. Walked to the front of the car. So I'm sitting there with my arms folded. I'm just looking like, I'm like, what happened? What kind of front end damage are you talking about? I'm like, front damage are you talking about? He got his partner to the car, and his partner looked, and he said specifically, that is not him. But when he said it with that tone, he was trying to, I guess, stress the emphasis, whatever. And he said, that's not him. So he got in his car, he drove off, and guy was like, okay, yeah, it's not you, whatever. Like that, and he was saying you're sorry, whatever, And I'm not saying he's sorry, I said something smart, and I was like, well, doing stuff like that, you won't make detective. You're gonna mess it up. You're always gonna stay on this beat. I'm like, don't you hate driving in police cars? Don't you want to make it up there? You're gonna have to start doing good. And I'm like, this talking stuff he drove by, because I'm like, wow, it's like he was straight about to beat me up. It was like, hey, look at your front end damage. Like, front end damage. I'm like, I got to get out. I'm like, wait. And that's the thing. It's to the point where the authority give you a mentality, whereas you will almost believe it yourself. But you know better. Whatever. So the arrest. We need to figure out a new technique, a new type of policy of apprehension. That's the word I'm looking for. Apprehension of say, for instance, if you ask me, if you walk, okay, police can ask anybody for identification. Get that off the table right now. So for officer of the law, ask for your identification. If you got it, you got to present it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? You left your wallet at home and stuff, Now, if you want to give you a ticket, you know what I'm saying? It's like he can't arrest you. And that's the thing. If you don't have it, you open up the doors for him to do certain stuff to you that you can't, that it might be off the book and everything. Like, well, okay, well, I'm going to handcuff you until I find out who you are. Instead of just him asking you, okay, what's your name and your social security number? And when you say that, he got a computer data bank, and he'll put that in, and your face will pop up. And if you want it for anything, he'll see all that stuff. If you're not, he won't see nothing. So you go back over there and be like, okay, everything's fine, you're good, go ahead, But some people want to, again, take it to the upper deck. So it needs some type of apprehension thing, because after that incident, so after you asked me for my license, you checking me out, everything's fine, I should go on my way. Prime example, two cops just saw this black man just sitting down the side of the sidewalk, just drinking in front of a bar, with his friends and everything. They walked up to him. They told him he'd done something. They told him he'd done it. He said, I didn't do it. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. I did not do it. I did not do it. Know what you're talking about. He's like, yeah, you're done it. Stand up. He was like, you're making a big mistake. You're making a big mistake. You know what I'm saying? Let me go. This is not who you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your name? Like, you obviously and they was going to do everything they can. So when they handcuffed this man, they handcuffed this black man. Just handcuffed him. And he was like, you know what? And he was like, look at my wallet. And he told everybody, watch this. Watch this. They looked in his wallet. And they opened up his wallet. They found the federal agent identification badge and card. Oh. Wait a minute. They had to look again to make sure it was real. Because next question was like, what you doing with this? If you're a law enforcement officer, or work for a law enforcement agency or whatever, how the case may be, and rank and badges. So when you see something like that and you a cop, and you got me handcuffed as a black man, how did that happen? How did I end up in handcuffs? First of all, you just walked up out of nowhere and just snatched me up. He just walked up out of nowhere and just snatched me up and just said, "Hey, you done this." And he's like, "No, I didn't." He's like, "Yes, you have." And they pulled him up. They wanted to make an example of him. And to the point where he asked for their supervisor. Supervisor came over there. He said, "I need their information. I need their information." And the supervisor on camera told him no, because he messed up. And it's like, why are you telling me no? You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me no. And it's like, you need to give me this. Man, I'm an agent. I'm a federal agent. You have to give me this. You know what I'm saying? And I want your card. I want your card. I want your card. And they had to. They had to comply. And that's what racism is. You know, that's what we're dealing with right now, as far as the police, basically. How the case? What time is it, Scott?
It is 8:42.
Okay, I think I got enough time, because I'm basically saying, police and people of that type of magnitude. When I say that, people that not just blacks, but it's a lot of people. I mean, the gangsters back in the back in the days, we used to get it. New York, Chicago gangsters, Kansas City gangsters. I mean, they used to catch it a lot. I mean, from the cops. So, but it was more so at that time. Black people had to be, kind of cool and stuff. You have to actually be zippity doo dah, zippity day, or Ain't Your Mama, or Uncle Ben type happy, whatever. It's like you have to be happy with it. It's like, it's like not. It's like, just imagine. You sit up there taking a picture like, okay, we'll put this black woman on some pancake box or whatever, and we'll sell, because it make it look like she can cook pancakes. Because black people can cook. You put a white woman on there, it'll sell, but it's not as good as the black woman as they saying or whatever, I don't want to sound racist, no stereotypical. Can't be racist, but I don't want to sound stereotypical. And you can be racist, and I'll explain that later. But it's a good thing. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It depends on what you using the "is" for the suffix. It's a difference. It's the suffix, so it's not so much it's the thing. But go back to the pancakes. So Ain't Your Mama, sitting up there, not just holding this plate of pancakes or having a smile. Just imagine if it was back then when she was doing it, she had to hold the picture and they're like, and smile. All right, relax, take a break, whatever like that. We gotta take some more. She just walking around, face just, whole expression just changed. Or, seeing some happy people with it. People was happy with it. I don't want to call them out like that, say them words, but some people was actually happy with it, and it was so much as happy with it, so much as in I might as well accept it because I can't do nothing about it, and because if I say something, they'll kill me. If I look at somebody wrong, they'll kill me. If I walk past somebody wrong, they'll kill me. If I stand in a 68-degree angle with the sun coming down at high noon, banking off the Venus alignment, and you can figure that out, and you stand up there like, you see what I'm talking about? I'm gonna get them, yeah, kill me. So it was a fear back then. So it wasn't too many stuff that people were doing, wrong. Black people, it was like, why would I want to go do something? And if I know that it will bring somebody to the point of killing me, go backwards or whatever. And it's like, well, why is the police so bad anyway? Like, what's the history of the police? Like, how did it all start? Well, I'm glad you asked. Police started after the abolishment of slavery. Let's just say, excuse me, and you hypothetically say June 19th or whatever. Okay. Now everybody know they're free. Okay. Now the fear is, that slaves are going to revolt and come back and kill the former slave masters that wronged them. Whereas from my understanding, from my peoples, not all of them. No, I'm not related to every black person, but I'm related to the ones that got history in that type of era. or had history of people to know of that type of area, I know is you tell me I can go and I'm free, and you telling me you giving me stuff to take with me. You know what I'm saying? So like, okay, I'm out. I'm up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your apologies, whatever like that. I'm gone. I'm up out of here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people went up east. You know, went past the Mississippi River, went to Illinois, this and that. So a lot of people stayed back, and that's where, you know, they came with sharecropping and stuff. And it's like, hey, wait a minute, I tell you what, if you help me grow this or grow that, I'll give you this and give you that. I'll give you a piece of this land. If you help me grow this land out, whatever. And it's like, okay, let's help them out like that. Plus, I'll pay you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, the police come in. We need to, a lot of black people are leaving. A lot of black people are leaving. A lot of black people are, you know, going away and this and that. Now, what if they come back and stuff, you know, like that? That's propaganda, hypocrisy. What if they come back and get us? What if they come back and do this and do that and all, whatever? It's like, okay, we need something to kind of police them and corral them and make sure they don't do nothing, ride around or whatever. You know, we can't ride around in white sheets no more. You know, they out, you know, they kind of banning the KKK. So we got to have something. You got to have something or whatever, you know. So it's not, they went from stop wearing white sheets. They was wearing corn sacks at first. Then started wearing white sheets, but they went back to the corn sacks. So now it's more as saying, I'm going to ride around and look for not runaway slaves, but free slaves. And they had some type of slave patrol back then, you know, but it wasn't institutionalized until after slavery, so it wasn't so much called a slave patrol. You know, it was called, you know, policing. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got sheriff. That, you know, that's when a lot of sheriffs came from, deputy this and that. But the object was, you know, to catch black people who thought they was gonna do this and do that off of thought. And it's like, well, what about that guy right there? Yeah, he look like he's gonna do something like that. No, getting him. Because he looked like he's going to get mad one day and get angry and kill 4 or 5 of us. So let's get him and put him up and do what we got to do. And matter of fact, get a couple of them. And what we can do is, and this is where the prison system come in, we can get them, and it's like, well, you know what? We can make some money for ourselves by, hey, look, I got 5 black guys locked up in jail right now. You need your fields tended to. How much would you pay me if I let you use these 5 black guys or whatever, you know? And it's like, well, shoot, you can pay them. I pay you, shoot, let's say $5 a piece. You know what I'm saying, for that, whatever. You know, not bad, you know. And it's like, that's cool. So if I was the master, I have $25. Whereas in these 5 black guys got time. So it's like, okay, well, you're gonna work off your time at let's do this. I ain't gonna bust your chops too bad. Let's say $1 a month. You know, like $1 a month. You do the math, it's like 12, 24. It's like I'll be doing 2 years in a month. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you got these fines, I'm just saying if you got these fines or whatever, you know. If you got these fines or whatever, and if you got these little, you know, charges or whatever, it's like, okay, you can work it off. But you're working it off a penny. Just like now, you know, it's like you go to jail and you get a job, you're making like, what, they say a certain amount of cents or probably $1 or something a day, or, you know. So that's what I'm saying. So school forward, school forward, and you move forward. And today, it's a lot of more jails being built. There are schools and resources, and heck, you know, you can build a lot. You can build some agriculture. You know, it's like you put me in a state. Let's just say one of these states. I don't know hypothetically which one, but I know. I can say Kansas. Okay, let's say Kansas. You got a state that's not marijuana friendly. There's nothing too much to do out there. I mean, it's a conservative town. Nothing wrong if you're conservative. Conservative means save. Conserve. I mean, what would you do with electricity? That's why you see commercials. We have to conserve electricity. It's the same. And okay, you know what I'm saying. But if you got enough money saved from conserving, it's like, what are you gonna do with it when it's like, I can do this, and you can restructure a lot of stuff with it. You can, build schools and build gardens. I mean, it's like Kansas. I mean, it's like a big old grass state. It's just grass and cows. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just speaking. Grass, cows, and churches. And I'm not being I forgot the word I used earlier, but not trying to just make mock it or whatever. But it's something. I mean, I don't see nobody like. I don't see none of my friends, and I got some white friends, I got some black friends. I don't see nothing either color, and we can agree on this. I don't see nobody saying, "Hey, you know what? We're going to Kansas for 2 weeks," and they're just saying, "We're going to go to Kansas for 2 weeks." I'm like, I can't see nobody saying that. Nobody. So I'm just giving you a state where it's people there, and it's black people everywhere. But you got a state like Kansas, black people there, and it's like, okay, sometimes you need resources to get out. You know what I'm saying? You need resources to get out there. People in a city have a better chance than people, in some rural areas or whatever, because you're conformed, to the conservatives of it. It's not that, you don't want to do nothing better for yourself. It's just more how the stuff is just set up, whereas you can't leave, you're stuck. It's feel like you're in a, not to quote the movie Get Out, sunken place. And you're working for this person, you're working for that person, and it's like, I'm only going to give you enough to survive, but I won't give you enough to try to make it. Then if you try to save your money, and be a conservative or whatever, it's as in, it might not work unless you actually be a conservative. And when you do, it's like, okay, well, yeah, we got them now. We're going to do this and do that and put you on and make sure everything's straight for you. Well, enough about that. That was just a little stuff to go on. It made me think about the NASCAR noose and all that. Go back to that, for a few more seconds, where they was ready. People was ready to like get the jokes out. How look, another one and this and that. And it was like, no, man, I know what I saw, and it's kind of like, it's sad because it's like, oh, it's like, I can tell you that I saw one. I can say I saw one last night. I'm like, hey man, I saw this and that. Like, what? Really? Where? I like, it was in St. Louis, by my job, a couple hours ago. And it's like, really? Now, unless somebody else saw it and live streamed it, I could have live streamed it and done this and everything. But I might not have my phone on me, anything like that. But it was just me saying this. So it's like, why would he just say that stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? And it goes back into what Mr. Smollett done. Why would people say that stuff like that? Then that's your answer. People do what they want to do. So you're not bred or born with ignorance. You know what I'm saying? You have to. I mean, nobody's ignorant. You can't be ignorant with nothing that you don't know. So if you don't know, you can't be ignorant. So it's what you do with the knowledge that's put upon you that make you, ignorant. So you're not born ignorant. So if you don't know, you're not ignorant. But if you do know and you're still doing it, that's where the ignorance come in. It's like you got the knowledge to do this and do that, but you choose to not hear. So yeah. But with all the everything's going on and this flipping out, before I go, make sure you wear your mask, because Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States, just basically said that, we can slow down the spread of coronavirus if we stop testing. And well, we can slow down the numbers and the cases of coronavirus if we stop testing. I misquote myself, reiterate myself. We can slow down the numbers and the cases of COVID-19 if we stop testing. And that makes a lot of sense if you think about it. It's like I get a girl pregnant, and if she don't take a pregnancy test, there's no baby there. I mean, despite me watching her grow for 9 months and going to the store and buying ice cream and sandwiches and pickles and all this stuff that women eat when they crave when they're pregnant, it's like, hey, why should she be pregnant? You know what I'm saying? She didn't take no test. No test, no file. It's like I can. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's basically saying if I don't test you, the numbers will go down, and you're right. The numbers will go down as far as in testing. But when the cases of hospitals rise up, when they start bringing out these ventilator machines again, I mean, what are you gonna say then? I'm surprised. It's like how is he ducking it? I'm assuming I don't want to say he had it. I ain't gonna put nothing on nobody, But I'm like, if he had it, he survived. You know what I'm saying? Because you had too many people around you just getting it. You doing too much stuff you went to different countries and different cities and different states and around different people from different places and different regions or whatever, and nobody caught nothing, and I guess they didn't catch nothing for real. You didn't, or you would have caught the fact that those Zoomers that bought all your tickets out and shut your show down. That was messed up. I was like, when the Zoomers pulled a 50 Cent and made Donald Trump feel like Ja Rule, I was like, wow, that's ingenious. But hey, I mean, it's not that people weren't gonna support him no ways. I mean, it's like that was a smooth move. He took some money out of his pocket, but at the same time, out of the campaign. But at the same time, it's like, hey, it's gonna come back. So you have another plan, something good, something sweet. Be petty, be a petty roaster. So I got a few more minutes and 8:59. I'm going to give a shout out to Kurt Schilling's Kurt's Extravaganza. Give a shout out to Ira folks, Missouri Black Men Expo. We're getting better. I mean, everything's getting better. I know I got a few little followers and stuff. Thank you for the people that listen to me on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram. We might hopefully get on Twitter soon and YouTube and what's the other site, Scott? Twitch. I remember that Twitch. So we're gonna be on there. We're bear with us. I know stuff is supposed to be opening back up. This time the stuff supposed to be opening back up, and it's like now in a few days it's gonna be closing probably. We don't know yet, but it's a lot of COVID cases out right now. I mean, the stuff, it's like, I don't know. This is the thing. They say news medias be lying. This person said it, this person lying, that person saying this person lying, that person saying that person lying, everybody saying that. And it's like, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's just say nobody's lying. You guys telling the truth. Or better yet, let's just say everybody's on the same page, but, you want to read a certain part of the book. Like, this particular news group, say, hey, COVID is this is our numbers, it's everywhere. You need to put your mask on, you need to wear this and wear that and all that. And it's like, okay, this particular news station was like, hey, I hate to agree with them, but I'm not going to agree with them. I'm going to say his numbers are the same, you know. It's like it's facts, you know. This whatever like that. Okay, this news station, like, yeah, we got the same numbers, but you know, I feel that we shouldn't have to wear our masks, you know, unless we're doing, you know, other safe precautions. And if, you know, we've been in a house for a long time, and you know, we need stuff. You know, my dog need to go get his hair groomed. You know, and it's like I need to take the cat shopping. I mean, I need a latte. You know, and it's like that's just, you know, certain you know, news stations reporting certain people talking. You know what I'm saying? You know, from certain areas of the country. It's not that I don't want to go out and get tequila and some Modelo beer and and go to a nacho buffet and sit in the sun, or better yet, get the, you know, save my money up. Well, get the little money I saved. You know, take the family on a long overdue vacation. You know, somewhere, you know, little beach or something. You know, just for a couple of days, just to play in the sand and get some different type of work. It's not. I don't want to do that. I want to do a lot of. It's 2020. It's the year that before Kobe got killed in a helicopter accident. Before all that, it was like, you know, this was the year that we were just going to do a whole bunch of stuff. We're just going to party. We're going to kick it. It's 2020. You know what I'm saying? It's like they make movies off of this. 2021, the Space Odyssey. You know, we're supposed to be in a little time that we're supposed to have Martians coming down like, my name is Kalato. Take me into your later, you know. And you're supposed to. That's when the army supposed to shoot the person that's coming in peace, and the big old robot come down. You gotta see War of the Worlds. You know, that's what I'm talking about. But no, the day the Earth stood still. But still in all, I mean, I want to do a whole bunch of stuff too. But it's a lot of stuff that's is stopping us from doing it, like COVID-19. That's it. I mean, that's it. It's a lot of stuff. When I say it's a lot of stuff, if so many people got sick and so many people died, it's like is that not a plague? I mean, it's like, can they be making these numbers up? I mean, is these people actually dying? Or is this the day the Earth stood still and they actually getting taken up in beams or whatever, you know? Like, well, what's going on? But these people are not here. So if they're not here for a certain reason, they're saying that it's from this and that. And it's like, you know, we're not taking, you know, this is the thing. Nobody's taking your way a right to breathing. But if I got to help you breathe because you didn't follow directions or protocol or whatever, it's like, come on, man. It's like, okay, I'm helping you by putting your mask on. Look, put this on and you'll, you know, I know it's hot, I know it hurt your ears, I know it hurt your nose or whatever, but you know, just breathe, whatever, you know, get a little breath or whatever, you know, just keep it going. No, I'm just going to walk around with it or whatever, you know, without it. I figure, like, if I stay away from people and this and that and yada, 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 I'm good. So, next thing you know, you're laying in the bed like, and it's like, I can't. And it's like, I told you to put your mask on. Now you look and sit up there. Look like Sigourney Weaver. You're about to have something to pop out your chest. You know, you can't even breathe. You know, you need a respiratory machine. Not cracking jokes, not making fun of it, but I'm trying to give you the situation, whereas you need to follow precautions. I'm not going to say, you know, me personally, I'll tell you, I'm not going to listen to them. But I'm not going to tell nobody that listens to me who not to listen to. But I tell you what. You follow advice from somebody that's not following precautions or whatever, you know, it's like, hey, you know, you buy it as is, you know, buyers beware, you know. So if you buy that stuff, you basically, hey, it is what it is. But I thank you guys for tuning in to FergusonUSAHotTalkRadio.com. It's Latherial Phillips, Petty Roast Show. Again, condolences to the family and friends of Huey, you know, St. Louis rapper, pop, lock, and drop it. Pop, lock, and drop it. So it's going to be played all over St. Louis. Everywhere you're going to go, somebody's going to be playing it, you know. It's sad, you know, but that's what I'm ready to say before I sign out. You guys be safe. If you're going to be out, wear your mask. Just have fun, man. Just go be cool. You know, you don't have to go outside clowning. Nobody has to. You don't have to go outside, you know, shooting up the place. You don't have to go outside waving rebel flags and, you know, playing Sweet Home Alabama, you know, cursing people out. You don't have to do none of this stuff. I want you guys, ever all color, go outside and act like you have some sense, you know, and act like you have some sense and do what you got to do. Until then, so Latherial Phillips, camera's right here. So Latherial Phillips, and I'm with the Petty Roast Show from Ferguson, USA. You guys have a safe and nice week. Happy belated Father's Day. I didn't say it last week, whatever. You too, Scott. I mean, he got a different reason to celebrate. You know, clap up for him. And everybody got to see their children and didn't get to see their children, but still fathers. You still fathers regardless of the situation. Don't let nothing discourage you. You didn't. You basically you was the look. You was the twinkle in their eye. There was a twinkle. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm ready to get up out of here. You guys be safe. I'll see you next week. Petty Roast Show. Latherial Phillips. I'm out. Whew. That was pretty decent.